And then leading business news across platforms today, the plunge of the rand. Bongani?
Yes, indeed. Today, we normally, of course, at this time would have had a number or a chart, but today we're going to focus on a chart, and it relates to the rand, as Francis has been saying. It has been swinging violently and went into free fall this morning. I mean, the rand slid by more than 10% to a new two-year low of around 15.70 against the dollar in the early hours. That's almost, the almost straight line on the chart right here. And here it is as we put it up. And that's the picture that you're beginning to see there of the rand slide, a little hidden by the visuals there. The graph not coming out clearly, but that's what we're focusing on today because, of course, what's really happened, it's been a story of the rand getting weaker. And there it is. There's the actual graph. You can see it there, kind of wobbling all along, and then boom, it just suddenly goes up like that, and it's kind of stabilized at the end of the day. But the rand has been weaker, and what that means is, of course, is that you require more rand to buy $1, which is why you're seeing that number go up like that. The rand, of course, has since recouped some of those losses, but it was still at around 1.5% lower against the dollar at the close of business, and that's what you're seeing there at the end. And the currency has lost more than 8% since the middle of last week. The real question then is, what's plaguing the rand? Well, in a nutshell, the currency has been caught up in a crisis happening somewhere else in the world. That's, of course, in Turkey. Now, there are fears that Turkey won't be able to pay its foreign debts, and that inflation could spiral out of control after the Turkish Lira fell to an all-time low. The crisis in Turkey has pushed investors into safer currencies like the dollar and the yen, and they are dumping the rand, which, like the lira, is seen as an indicator of the confidence in emerging markets. So really, we're part of a basket of currencies that are right now a bit vulnerable. So the rand then in focus, and even though some people were very alarmed at the fall that we saw this morning, there's actually very little we can do about it, isn't there, Francis?